I was stuck in interpreting like my thoughts about what style to choose in my approach, and in response to the other competitors, that I wasn't able to tap into the music. My thoughts got in the way. That was the feeling that I was feeling. So I was taking a movement style and trying to impose it and catch the music second, instead of letting the music drive the style. And so this is a whole other kind of conversation to have, like which is better, or what you should do, and then you have the other question that comes to mind is, like, when you've been practicing something, when do you showcase it, and when is it ready for performing or for battling? It really depends where you draw the line as far as how professional you want to be, I think, right? Or what is it that you value about this dance, and what are you trying to get out of it? And I think for me, my approach was always that battles were kind of the success of a battle was always just a byproduct of all my stuff aligning in my head. So I will have bad rounds, I'll have good rounds. I'm not the most consistent dancer, but that was kind of by design. I mean, if I wanted to be consistent, I would just practice combos all the time and know exactly what this is going to look like on this type of rhythm or this type of feel. And I see a lot of dancers do that. You see a lot of people that are successful in battles, not all, but some people that are successful in battles are just relying on combos that are previously thought up. And then there's people that kind of do improvography, where they have combos that they adjust and freestyle on the music, which is dope. I really like that approach. And then you have people that are just straight up raw and just kind of like get an idea, put it out raw, like in that moment, maybe never before seen. Maybe there's little sprinkles of stuff that they've practiced. And then there's people that just try like new stuff. Whatever comes to mind, that's being raw, is just letting it go, whatever. And if you can tie that to a certain technique or a certain style that you've been practicing, that's dope. But sometimes, like, if you're really trying to be unfiltered and uncensored and letting the music in, sometimes it's gonna be bad. Like, it's gonna look not that good. Like, the aesthetic is not gonna be polished. So, and that's okay. I mean, I forget, I don't know, sometimes I think we forget, like, dance is supposed to be about the experience of it. And if we think about dance in the traditional sense, like, it was celebratory, it was ritualistic, and we weren't dancing all the time, right? So when we heard sound, we went off. It was more of a rarity than it is like a everyday practice type of thing. But now that we do get to enjoy it every day, which is a super luxury for me, it's just kind of, there's a new type of experience within it. And I always felt like dance was a way to explore the mind. And when you're kind of scattered in your mind, you're scattered in your dance, and it shows. And it's like it's a visual feedback to like what you may need to work on in other areas of your life, or like what's going on in your mind that you can't embrace this moment. Maybe you don't want to perform, like you don't want to be all performative, which may, detour your success in a battle, right? I'm not talking about like having judges vote for you or making it past prelims or winning the battle, whatever. That's not the success I'm talking about. I'm talking about the success like, you felt good about your round. The people you trust to give you feedback are also saying, wow, you did really good. I know what you're trying to accomplish, and that was in line with that. Or you see your footage and you're like, okay, I can see the progress happening. I'm really excited about that. That's the success I'm talking about. And sometimes it reflects in the judges' decisions and sometimes it doesn't. So, and a lot of times when we create these competitions, it's really about your success in the competition is how well do your values of your movement align with the values that the judges have? Are you similar, or do you just value different things? Like, if you value different things, don't expect to do very well. So that's not a problem. That's not a problem. It's just the reality of preference and diversity. So all this being said, it's kind of posing the questions. I would love to hear y'all thoughts on, like, how do you guys feel about trying stuff, like new stuff in the raw, in front of people, whether it's battles or showcases? Do you guys feel like that's something that's super valuable? Is that something you should do, or should you always come polished and ready to throw down like your hardest stuff? For me, I see value in both. If you think about them and reduce them down to like neurochemicals, like some people get pleasure from execution. Some people get pleasure from discovery. People get pleasure from different things, and those motivate. That motivates the dance. So, all in all, what is it like for me? Dance should be kind of helping us in our day-to-day life, outside of dance, in our relationships, our other pursuits, if we have those. I hope you have other goals and aspirations, but how does it help us in our growth as humans? And for me, I always felt, in my opinion, I always wanted to be more vulnerable in the public realm, because if I could do that, if I could face my fears and try new things, like work on something and I'm scared to showcase it, and then I try it and it's all offbeat because it's not sitting in my body quite yet, or I rush it so it doesn't have the delivery, and to not be scared to show your process, to show your beginnings. That was always something super powerful for me that kind of was able to reflect in my life, and I felt like it was I felt like a big reward from doing that, from taking a chance, from risking it. The adrenaline is immediate benefit, but also just over the course of time, you will always be developing new things and not getting stuck in chasing the applause or chasing the perfect execution. It's like, hey, yeah, let's try it. That to me was something that I always liked, but I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about like what you think or what your approach is to working on new ideas, working on different styles, and when do you step into the fire? When do you throw it out and throw down? So anyways, just some food for thought. Much love, y'all. Have a great day. Peace.